Welcome to CSJ Basketball. I'm Munger. You see Jason Casarino, the head coach of the women's program here at the CSJ. College of St. Joseph's going to get the starting lineup for Fighting Saints as they take on the Bobcats. It's college today, looking for their first win of the year, CSJ is, and today could be the day.
The head coach of the Fighting Saints is Mr. Jason Casarino. Assistant coaches Mickey Getty and Chris Parker.
Opening tip will be controlled by Amanda Howard, and she'll bring it back to Brianna Gunn. We're underway. 20 minutes in the first half, 20 minutes in the second half. Hopefully no overtime. Saints coming in with some good efforts as of recently. They've, again, if you look back at the record, Hester College, they played extremely tough. Had to lead late in the ballgame and just couldn't get the win. Gunn with the shot, and it'll rim out on her, and Howard will pick up the rebound. As we're playing 6-on-5. There's 6 Saints players today, just 5 Paul Smith College players. So obviously, I don't know. I don't think we'll see tempo from either side, as there's not a lot of. There are no substitutions for Paul Smith College. Only one for CSJ, and there's going to be a foul down inside. Fouls will be critical also, and Howard's going to get 2 shots, as she'll go to the line. That happened in the first 40 seconds of the ball game.
That ball whistled on number 40, Jordan McGinnis.
Yeah, so Jordan McGinnis will pick up the foul, and this will be a good time to go over that whole roster for Paul Smith College. Gina Martin wearing 33, Jordan McGinnis 40, Jennifer Stetson's number 44, Ashley Kuma 45, and Megan Long is number 50, and that is all the players they have for Paul Smith College, and Howard will give St. Joe's lead at 1-0. As you saw the starting lineups, Howard from Fairhaven, Garrow out there, 21 from Rutland High School, Paquette from Pulteney, Gunn is from Springfield, and Crock was from Connecticut. So there's quite a bit of local flavor out there for Coach Casarino. As Paul Smith College will be looking at that 2-3 zone. The CSJ, they'll switch it up. They have had moments this season where they've gone man-to-man, and Gunn will get the steal, and she's looking at the break, and up ahead to Howard, ahead of the pack, and will lay it up off the glass, and get it. They'll go to 4-0 now, CSJ, and they're going to revert to the press here early on. As they are, got them manning up right there, and CSJ able to stop the ball. Martin with the dribble will kill it and throw into the front court, and they should just let it out of bounds. It'll become the Saints basketball by 4, 18:45 to go in the first half of play. Going to have the men's version of Paul Smith College and CSJ at a later date on Channel 15. Go to the website www.PEGTV.com. Click video on demand, and you can watch any CSJ game or any ball game actually that's recorded by PEGTV. Garrow up, no good, and the weak side rebound will be taken down by Paul Smith College. That's Megan Long with it, and she's going to bring the ball back to Stetson. Stetson looks like she's going to run the point out there for the Bobcats. Stetson will be picked up by Howard. CSJ's got man-to-man, and on the pass back, intended for Martin, will go out of bounds while the turnover. And Paquette, but a very good game last game against Spain Machias. Will bring the ball into play to Gunn. That's Gunn to Garrow, and they'll bring it back to Paquette. Paquette is a shooter. She's not shy about shooting, as Garrow wasn't right there. And it goes 6-0 CSJ. But Paquette usually is a baseline-to-baseline driver. She likes to put it on the floor and dribble, penetrate, and get the ball inside. As little inside move, and ball loose, up, and got it. That time they're able to bring the ball down into McGinnis. And she posted up, and we'll make it 6-2 now. CSJ is Gunn with a quick tempo. Garrow baseline, and with his contact, no foul called, and McGinnis takes a few dribbles and will bring the ball from the side to Martin. You see Gunn come up and stop the basketball at midcourt, and in the Saints, I like this going man-to-man stuff. They have a better matchup right now. And almost a turnover, as that was Garrow there defensively. Up and offensive rebound. The ball fake, up and nope. Couple chances from in close, couldn't get the job done, and Howard will hand the ball off to Gunn, and she'll go up ahead to Crock. On the floor once, off the backboard too hard. Garrow follows it up, and we'll get it. Good flow to the first 3 minutes of the ball game here. It goes 8-2. The Fighting Saints and Stetson. Be interesting to see how the head coach Lester Parrish works his timeouts because he's only no substitutions. He's got just 5 players. He's got to use his timeouts to give them breaks and rest like he's substituting for them, keep them fresh. And that will be good from inside as that McGinnis will get the basket. And getting a couple different chances there. Garrow, 3-ball on it, will be on the mark right there. Oh, she found the zone early in this ball game. Makes it 11-4, Fighting Saints. And Stetson with Gunn right there as he crossed the timeline. Will reverse sides and last couple trips down. Paul Smith College tried to go down in a low post, and that's where they're going to go right now. Paquette will knock the ball away. Pass intended for Kuma. Yeah, Paquette. Well, if I had to guess, say 5'4", 5'5", but she plays down on the blocks very effectively. As we're going to have a timeout taken by Paul Smith College. It's going to be a full timeout. It's 11-4 Saints with the lead. 16-10 to go in the first half of play. Martin to bring the ball on the play, and again, Paul Smith College just about 4 minutes in the ballgame. We'll call that timeout. See if they go on 4-minute increments here to rest their players, and again down just 11-6, and success coming from the inside for Paul Smith College. That's a long shot, creates a long rebound. Croc will pull it down. They get a new shot clock to work with, and Gunn to Garrow. Croc's been effective this year. And Gunn will hit a 3-pointer. So a couple threes for CSJ, one from Garrow and one from Gunn, and we're going to see Stetson now being picked up by Gunn. And that's going to be a foul on Gunn. And that will be the first foul of the ball game on CSJ. Obviously the first foul on Gunn, so the ball will go side out right from the CSJ bench, and it'll be taken out of bounds by Martin. It's Paul Smith College out there in the green and yellow uniform. CSJ in their home whites on their home court. There's a turnover, and Croc breaking away, and Darrell running next to her in case there's a miss. We'll put it up and get it. So Holly Croc in the scoring column now. The lead goes to 10 at 16-6. CSJ, a nice grab by Martin as she was able to reach up and get that. Again, look what they go right inside, easily get the basket. And Stetson, they've exploited that inside position offensively for Paul Smith College. You can see CSJ not playing that interior defense down low and keeps it 16-8. Paquette to Howard, open and got it. They're able to find the seam in the zone, and good passing will get him to the basket. Makes it 18-8 now. And Stetson going to be picked up just about mid-court. CSJ already had some extension defense. They've had some pressure in the backcourt. And that's going to be another turnover. Pass was high. It was intended for long, and here comes Howard. Her pass right on the money, and Picaro in the paint, and got it. But I'll tell you what, CSJ passing the ball extremely well today. Stetson taking a breath, surveying the court in front of her, and calling for the play to happen. Now, the reason Paul Smith College is being limited to just 5 players is that's going to be a turnaround jumper from McGinnis from the free throw line. You saw, I talked to the coach that they could only get these many players back from their winter break. So, Gunn, bang, from the 3-point line, we'll get it. 23-10 now, and CSJ building up that 13-point lead. And Martin going to take her turn at the point, and she will bring it off to Stetson. Again, the points here for Paul Smith College have all come from down inside as they've been able to really get the ball down low. This time, a good job defensively by CSJ, and that was Howard that actually broke everything up. And the steal coming back, and Gunn, the only one back defensively, told not to foul, put it up and in, and defense will bring some points there. McGinnis will get the basket, cutting the lead to just 11 at 23-12. 13 minutes to go, rounded off in the first half of play. And Gunn, who's been accurate from the perimeter today, expected not to take the shot this time. Paquette with the good hands, pulled the pass down. Croc had to look. Gunn for 3-ball. No. Garrow kept it alive, put it on the floor, and got blocked down inside. And that's a saved ball. And that's a saved ball. Boy, you talk about tightrope blocking. And Gunn, no, will be a weak side rebound, batted around, and it'll come down into the hands of Martin. Now Martin's got the dribble. There she goes. She realizes that now, and she will look out with the ball. And I don't think it was tipped. It was not tipped. It was intended for number 50 long. Now Labrie coming in, number 20. So Labrie coming in for Croc for CSJ. And each team only one team foul apiece, which is good news for both sides. And Labrie, who had a couple threes her last ball game against Maine Machias, had that one pop back out on her, and Stetson had the ball tipped away. Gunn will pick it up, and she got a 2-on-1. She gets the ball up ahead to Garrow, gets control of the basketball, goes to the right side of the hoop, will miss the layup, but there's Howard, got it. Good job by Howard running the floor, and always got to be there in case there's that miss. Stetson with the pass over the top to Martin. Baseline open, Labrie will get there, cut her off, front rim, no good, put back up, and got it. For McGinnis, from in close. We'll cut the lead to 11 again at 25-14. Paquette inside the arc, and no good. Garrow had it, lost along the baseline, and I believe, yeah, they stepped out of bounds. McGinnis did, and it's going to go back to CSJ. They'll get a new shot clock to work with, 30 seconds on the clock. We're at 11:43 to go in the opening half of play. Howard, little jump hook, and nope. That ball originally taken down by Kuma, lost the handle on it, went right to her teammate McGinnis, and now Stetson with the basketball. Now they got a chance to get the lead below 10 right now. Paul Smith College does this possession down the floor, and that's going to be a violation, yeah. Yep. As it went off from Megan Long all the way in the backcourt, and would have been a violation anyways, but CSJ will get the ball. And since they let the ball go all the way down out of play, CSJ's going to have it on their baseline in their own offensive end. Garrow up and got it. That was a tougher shot than a look. She had a very severe angle to get the shot off from, and Martin called upon to bring the ball over the timeline, and Amanda Howard there to pick her up. You see him working all the way to the right side and back between the circle. Stetson now. And they had a couple different same players from the same team in the same spot, but they're able to keep possession of the basketball. And that gun on Stetson, and she's got a height advantage, not really taking advantage of shooting over the top of her right now. They look for Kuma, and it's going to be Paquette that came around and knocked the ball away, got the steal and control it in the open court. Up ahead to Labrie, up and got it. Labrie will finish off the breakaway off the defensive steal. And Megan Long getting the Fighting Saints coming in after facing Fort Kent, Presque Isle, Maine of Presque Isle, and also Maine of Machias, and that's pretty tough 3 games in a row. Against Maine Machias, so they had a lead early in the ball game, about midway through the first half. The Fighting Saints did, but just, I don't know what happened to them, man. We got a foul called on McGinnis. She's got her feet tangled up, and there'll be a travel call. We're at the midway point. I'm a little surprised that Paul Smith College didn't utilize another timeout here to rest their team. Ken Paquette will wheel, had the shot taken away. Labrie, this is a 2-point shot, and that's going to be off the mark. Offensive rebound by Garrow, and she will turn fire short. Might have been tipped, and it'll come down into the hands of McGinnis, and she's trying to, yeah, she's going to pick up the foul in the backcourt. It'll be on Garrow, and that will be the second team foul. So each team with 2 team fouls. And Garrow's first personal foul. As Martin will bring it into Stetson, and she'll go long distance into the front court to McGinnis, and Stetson coming back through, and but needs some help to slide over, and they got their late shot, no good. Rebound with Kuma, and she'll kick it back to the free throw line, taken away by Garrow, and got control of it. Nope, hit the sideline. Got to grab hold of it, they didn't call that, but that kind of threw off her dribble. So Holly Croc coming in for Paquette for CSJ. And we're going to have a full timeout taken by Paul Smith College, 29-14, Fighting Saints. And that's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by CSJ. They got a hand on it defensively, and will be taken out of bounds by Gina Martin. Martin, number 33, getting down a position along the baseline. And they're trying to seal off. Yeah, and they're able to just pop out on that wing. Croc made the gamble play. That was definitely a block by Howard. You can hear the ball, and another offensive rebound up, and got it. as Martin, with a couple chances on offensive rebounds, will bring the score down now to 29-16. And Paul Smith College has done some damage from the inside position. But they could just have one or two more players than some of their starters. LeBrie got it. Oh, no doubt about that. They gave her the court. She dribbled up to the paint, then put it up casually, made the shot. 8:52 to go in the first half of play, and CSJ with that 31-16 lead. And LeBrie's going to tie up the basketball. And the arrow's going to stay down here with the Bobcats. And they're going to keep Long on that side, Megan Long, number 50. And she'll just bring it into McGinnis. Garrow on McGinnis. Garrow with one personal foul so far. Teams with two apiece. And Stetson with the crossover will duck up underneath, force the shot up, and Kuma told to put the shot back up. I think Howard might have got a piece of that. And again, another offensive rebound. Martin comes across. We'll get it to Stetson. And that's going to be a tough pass to handle. It'll be backed up, though, by Long. But she will step out of bounds, side out. It'll be CSJ basketball. Getting the Saints coming in, looking for their first win of the year. And I believe, yeah, third year for Coach Jason Casarino. And LeBrie comes down open, steps inside the elbow and trying to use the window this time. Another offensive chance for Garrow, and jump ball's going to stay down this end of the floor. As Garrow will hit the floor, pop back up, and LeBrie will take the ball out of bounds. They're going to get in that, yeah, it's a lineup, basically in the line play. And Garrow steps inside and opted not to take the shot. They'll play a little toss to catch. LeBrie turns, fires, and I think that was partially tipped, taken down out of there by Kuma. Kuma, after a few dribbles, will give it to Stetson, and now they'll outlet the basketball to McGinnis, and McGinnis, that'd be the leading scorer. Now Gunn came around and able to steal the basketball, pull away, and get it. Brianna Gunn will make it 33-16 CSJ. Their largest lead of the season at 17. Like I said, against Hesser College, CSJ had an 11-point lead in the second half, late in the second half, and not quite sure, but somehow ended up losing that ball game to Hesser College. Howard, no. Weak side rebound, tipped out there by Kroc. She'll bring it back to Gunn, and Gunn wants to pump the ball inside and just have a pass angle. Howard will kick it back out, and 2-point shot by Gunn. This time they'll be a little bit off to the right side, picked off by McGinnis, and she will walk it down the floor. Just 7 minutes to go here in the opening half of play. CSJ holding that 15-point lead. Almost a steal by LeBrie. Stetson from her knees will make the pass, and yeah, she's over to her back foot. She's in the backcourt. Now be a violation. Paquette coming in for Gunn for CSJ. No, that's going to be Howard. So Howard coming out for the Fighting Saints. Of course, Howard's alma mater, Fairhaven Union High School, coached by Kyle Wilson, having a very good season. The Slaters. Paquette wants to take it strong to the hole. Will go up and get it. That's her game. She will drive to the hole. She's done that a lot this season. And Stetson asks for a clear out. Always looks like she's laboring, but she's catching her breath. Listens to the head coach as they spread the floor and let Stetson on Gunn all the way across. Long to the downside to McGinnis, and no. But she had the right shot. She was in close and chased down by Kuma. Up and foul will be called. Garrow will get her second personal foul. And a little extracurricular activity after the whistle. And Garrow with a second foul. Team's third. Shots coming up for Gina Martin. So Martin stepping to the line. And this will stop the clock at 6:17 in the first half. Yeah, what happened, Stetson, the ball was handed off. Stetson walked out of the box area, and right now they're confused on the alignment. There they go. So they've eliminated one shot that's been taken away. Now they're down to their only shot on the sequence. Will be up and no good. McGinnis got it. Another offensive rebound for McGinnis, and she's starting to really rack up the offensive rebounds for Paul Smith College. 35-20. Kroc had the ball knocked out of her hands by Kuma, and then she tried to save it along the inline. It goes out of bounds, and Paul Smith College down by just 15, looking to put together a little bit of a run. And they will get the ball in. Martin. Going to be picked up by Kroc right at that midcourt logo. And Paquette with the interception. Howard off the bench. Going to get set to come back in for CSJ. Up ahead to Garrow. Foul. Count it. The basket's good. And Garrow going to the line for the and one. That's going to be a push on Martin.
Number again?
What was the number? 44?
There they go. To get the number right, the PA. And I believe that's her first personal. I'm waiting for the board to catch up. It's the third team foul on Paul Smith College. And now they're going to allow Howard to come in, and she is going to take Garrow's spot. So Garrow will get her turn to rotate down and sit down. And that is the first foul on Martin. So Stetson and McGinnis in the backcourt. They'll find Long in the corner. And she traveled. She ball faked and traveled, and that'll be a turnover. And the Saints will have the basketball. And you see Brianna Gunn talking to LeBrie. She wants to go to the right side of the court. 38-20 as the score was corrected. LeBrie will set it up, and nope. I think it's going to be, yeah, on the far side. It was Long that got the basketball on the rebound, but she was engulfed by a ton of different people's jerseys around. I couldn't tell who it was. And Stetson to Kuma, and it goes up to McGinnis. I think McGinnis was actually the target all along of that pass. Martin, they run a little weave up top, and McGinnis. Three ball on it, and nope, a little bit strong that time. And LeBrie waiting for it to traffic to clear. We'll do a 360 spin and give it off to Gunn. Just hit the 5-minute play mark there in the first half of play. 38-20 CSJ. Kroc was open. It's a 2-3 zone being played by Paul Smith College. And the rebound will be Howard. Now give him a new shot clock to work with. Paquette turns, fires. No. Kroc tipped it and looks for it. It goes out of bounds. And last touch, I believe, by Kuma of Paul Smith College. And it will be LeBrie coming out now. Garrow, after a very brief rest, will come back in the ballgame for CSJ, number 21. Gunn squares, fires, no. Rebound, McGinnis. And she's going to work off the screen set by Martin. McGinnis will bring it up the near side of the court, work it to the middle, and bounce pass up ahead to Stetson. And really wasn't that bad a pass. Stetson kind of slowed down and never went to the lead on the ball. And there'll be a turnover by Paul Smith College. So the Bobcats getting back on defense right now. And Brianna Gunn, always a chatty one out there, talking to the coach coming down the floor. And Kroc to Paquette. They want to dump it downside to Howard, and she's got the position, puts it up, and Garrow in the right spot will be tied up, and it should be Green basketball. Will be Paul Smith College basketball with 4:22 to go in the first half of play. And down by 18, they need to put together a little run here, Paul Smith College does. They've had good success when they've been able to control the ball and get it down inside. Martin kicks it out to Long. She'll pull the shot down. Kroc will slap the ball out of bounds, and I believe she was fouled afterwards. Or is it just going to be out of bounds? Okay, so it will be Martin called for the foul. And I believe that's 2 on Martin now. 4th on the team, and it is 2 fouls on Martin. There's nobody in any real foul trouble yet, the 3-foul area. And neither team can afford that right now as they're playing with 6 Saints against 5 Bobcats. And Garrow on the cut, got to the basket. Lined up on the baseline, came in from the wing, and nobody rotated over, and she'll get the basket. That'll double the score up at 40-20 now, and that becomes large lead of the ball game. And they're going to carry the basketball as Martin called for the palming, and CSJ will take over in their offensive end of the floor. They'll have it side out and Gunn and Paquette. Rachel Paquette flips it off to Howard. Kroc. Howard to the basket, and no. Rebound McGinnis. McGinnis had just one support player around her. That's travel on Stetson. That she would, with McGinnis. Rebound outlet to Stetson. The defender standing right in front of her. And that will become another turnover on Paul Smith College. As Garrow, tough pass to handle, went off her foot, and everybody getting down on the floor. And here comes Martin. She's got a 1-on-3. And traffic coming up behind her, and she will just give the ball to Stetson. Up and left it on the front of the rim. Stetson got it, puts it up one more time. Got it. Good job by Stetson. Makes it a 40-22 ball game now. CSJ's got the ball, they got the lead, and Labrie getting set to check in. As Garrow got fouled, and She'll will be going to the line. I believe Kuma will pick up the foul. We'll make it official here. 45, that is Kuma.
Foul whistle on number 45, Ashley Kuma.
And so Brittany Garrow.
21 at the line is shoot 2 for
Yeah, has 2
CSJ.
shots coming up. That's the 5th team foul, first on Kuma. CSJ was just a 3 team fouls, and Garrow up and got it. And Labrie now for Croc for CSJ.
Back in for the Saints.
Goes Paquette, Labrie, Garrow, Howard, and Gunn on the floor for Coach Casarino. And Garrow will get them both. As again, a lot of games, a short span of time here for CSJ, and that was close to being in the backcourt. Martin calls for the ball, will get the ball. Labrie working against her defense. They want to go down inside to McGinnis. She'll turn, trying to bank it off the glass. Had a tough angle, and rebound controlled by Paquette. Off to Gunn. Gunn, long distance up head to Labrie, and she'll bobble the pass, and Stetson will save it, put it on the floor, and keep the dribble alive. Stetson, front court. Got a 1-on-2. We'll cut inside and get the ball in the paint, and travel call on Stetson as she was looking to go baseline to baseline. Lost her balance, went down, and CSJ will get possession of the ball here. 2:31 to go in the first half of play. Up by 20 against Paul Smith College. Saints looking for their first win of the season. Paquette up and no. Garrow, another offensive rebound, will push the ball off to Paquette. And Howard, yeah, it didn't happen. So got it to bounce around and not drop down. And Kuma came down the rebound and should go to McGinnis. Little spin move up top by McGinnis, and then I think she's trying to push the ball to Martin, and Labrie's got nothing but open court ahead of her, and she opts not to dunk it. She'll go for the layup and get it. And we'll have a timeout with 1:54 to go in the first half of play. Paul Smith College taking a timeout. Long. Killed the dribble, able to get the ball on that long pass to Kuma. She'll tip it to herself, bounce it hard off the floor. We'll go to Stetson trying to back into the basket and playing the low post. Up and got it. Yep. Just the way he drew it up on the chalkboard over here, and that ball will go in, making it the 44-24 lead for the Fighting Saints. And Garrow wants to go to Howard, and McGinnis on her. Howard up, and a little hard to shot. Paquette had the shot blocked, and I believe went off from Paquette's hands out of bounds. A nice catch by A.J. Morrow down there. There's Kuma checking her lip. She got popped in the mouth, and the official's looking at it. They're checking for blood, and she's okay. So we'll resume play now with 1:24 to go in the half. And Howard able to snare that high pass. And Gunn. Garrow should chase that ball down along the inline. Paquette from the free throw line. Got it. And Saints with a chance for a 50-point half, and I believe that'll be the first time this season that has a possibility to happen. Oh, and Martin just killed the dribble for no reason deep in the backcourt. Stetson to the floor, lost her balance, slow to get up. She's got a knee brace on her right knee and could just be fatigued right now. Up to Garrow, up and left it on the rim. Garrow and erase her own miss. We'll put it up, miss again. Garrow, one more time. Nope. Gotta learn to dunk. She can dunk the basketball. Shot clock and game clock, 5 seconds difference as it's gonna be a foul on McGinnis. That McGinnis called for a foul. That's a 6th foul, so there'll be no shots. Shot clock is off. 26.5 seconds to go in the first half. And ooh, that's the 3rd foul on McGinnis. That is the first player on either side to get the 3rd foul. And with only 5 players, that is big for Paul Smith College. And I think she's the leading scorer. Labrie to Howard with 16 seconds to go on the clock. And Labrie will pick it up and miss it. Nice box out by Stetson, and Darrow been swatting at that. Yeah, she almost gotta be careful. They'll swing on the hands in there in 5 seconds, 4 seconds. I don't think they're gonna get the, well, it will count if it goes long, rolls it, nope. That's the half, 46-24, the Fighting Saints with the lead. In the second half, and see the Saints had opening possession, and they almost lost it. They did lose it as it's gonna be McGinnis with the basketball. McGinnis has 3 fouls on her. She's the only player on either side that's got the foul trouble, and I don't, yeah, the shot clock hadn't been in sync yet with the game clock. They'll bring it down to 28 seconds. And it'll be decided out to Paul Smith College. Paul Smith College, they did some things well in that first half. They were able to, I don't have any stats in front of me. I know they got quite a few offensive rebounds. A lot of their baskets came from down in low, and McGinnis was the leading scorer for them. And out through the hands of Stetson's and backed up on that far side by Long. So Stetson, number 44. And again, no subs for Paul Smith College. The 5 on the floor went all 20 minutes like an Iron Man competition down there. They got the ball down in low that time, and the shot was off the mark. And this is going to be Gunn with the basketball. To Garrow, and Garrow to the hole. No good. Howard bangs it off the glass, tough angle, and Kuma will get the rebound, and she'll bring it out to Long. And Howard's going to get the steal, and nice job by Amanda Howard. Holly Crock getting the start here in the second half. It's Garrow, Crock, Gunn, Howard, and Paquette on the floor for the Fighting Saints. And running the baseline was Howard. She'll turn around, take the pop, no good. And McGinnis with yet another rebound, trying to work off the screen. That will bring it back to the inside, and finally we'll get the ball off to number 33, Gina Martin. And it's Martin, Kuma, Stetson, McGinnis, and Long out there for Bobcats. And Kuma catches, fires, and got it! Kuma with a good catch. First of all, I'll start with the catch. And then the shot, banked it in. Crock had an opportunity, pulled the shot down. We'll give it off to Gunn. We'll get it for a 3-pointer. So Gunn with her, I believe, her second 3 of the ball game, and makes it a 49-26 CSJ lead. And they'd like to have Stetson handle the basketball, bringing it down the floor for the Bobcats. CSJ looking for their first win of the year. And Kuma will kick it out, and that's Long. Got it! 3-pointer! Long with a long shot. And the shooting percentage is going way up here in the second half in the opening 2.5 minutes. Darryl, Gunn, Paquette. Now they'll go downside to Howard, and she's able to wrestle the ball away, keep it alive. This is a 2-point shot by Gunn. It'll be off the mark, and Long with the rebound. Garrow almost got the steal. Howard stays back to hassle the basketball, and they'll give it off to McGinnis now. And McGinnis will be picked up at midcourt by Garrow. Over the top to Martin, and Crock in good position defensively, take away any more penetration. Stetson back down inside, and Garrow will pick up her 3rd foul. Well, I gotta make it official, I'm not sure. They swung the ball around and got it along the baseline. That is 3 fouls on Garrow. So she'll join McGinnis as only 2 players with 3 fouls. It's been a 49-29 ball game. 2 shots coming up for McGinnis, and the clock stopped at 17:29. And Jordan McGinnis will get that first one. And they're going to go with Garrow with the 3 fouls, up by 19. Nobody coming off the scores to the scores table yet. Well, it'd be LeBrie. And then she got them both. That one a little more adventurous on that second shot as it teased around the rim. And Howard steps to the basket and again left it short, and it's a 1 and done as Martin will yank down the offensive rebound. And her pass tip, but we'll get to Stetson. Stetson trying to get to the baseline around Gunn, got cut off. We'll kick it back out, and McGinnis, no. Good look, another offensive rebound, no. Again, they're getting offensive second chances. That's something Saints really should have addressed at halftime. And Garrow with the quick push to the front court. That's going to be out of bounds. Oh, Crock did not save it. It will go out of bounds. And so Paul Smith College getting up to a good start here in the second half. Have the lead down to 49-31. And boy, that's a dangerous pass. And McGinnis able to get to the ball, but that was almost a 30-foot pass right there. They had nothing but open court to dribble the ball up in. It's Long. There's the give. Martin stops, puts it up, and it'll be out the front of the rim, comes straight down, and 2 Saints. It's Garrow and Paquette both going after the basketball, and they'll lose it out of bounds to the Bobcats, I'm sorry. Up and no. Kuma pulled off and getting a foul on Paquette. With their head up, going to come out of the pack, full throttle over the timeline to the arc, to the free throw line all the way in. There's the give to Crock, and she'll get it. Paquette with a good push down the floor, able to kick it off to Crock, and McGinnis at the last second turned around and saw the basketball coming. Stetson spins, fires, no foul call. She was looking for contact on on Howard and Gunn. DeGarrow, foul. And McGinnis just picked up her 4th, I believe. Nope. 44, he changed, okay. That is her 4th foul. It's McGinnis. And yeah, if she falls out, they can continue to play 5-on-4. And Rutland High School graduate Brittany Garrett will be up and get that first shot. Pushes the lead now back to 21. Math real quick. Yep, 21-52, 31. 16 minutes even to go in the basketball game. And Garrow will not get the second shot. Howard with the rebound will take it to the hole. Got it. Howard getting on those offensive boards. And Stetson. The pass will be delivered to Long. We've got a 3-point shot that dropped here in the second half. And that ball will dribble back out on the pass. Kuma called for, and they'll lose the ball out of bounds. CSJ will take it over, 54-31. McGinnis with the 4 personal fouls. Garrow with 3, and this is Brianna Gunn with the basketball. To Garrow, she'll turn, and Howard on the cut, left it short. Long trying to keep the ball alive, doesn't want to get tied up, will bring it off to McGinnis. That means she'll work it toward the sideline, get it to the baseline, dump it inside. Nice catch by Stetson, turns fireball strip. McGinnis will get it, put it up, and no. So again, Paul Smith's College able to get the ball down inside, and just couldn't get the shot to finish off for him. Howard from the wing will get it this time. She had missed a couple from in close. This time she stood back a little bit and got the basket. 56-31, CSJ with the lead. Looking for their first win of the season. A nice job by Stetson to come out and grab that long pass. As Long will go up in the air for it. Lose her balance, come down. Paquette with a 2-on-1. And she's going to get their spacing. There's to give up the Croc, and Garrow cut the rebound off the miss and put it up and in. McGinnis had to be careful there. She didn't want to pick up her 5th foul. And Labrie to the scorer's table for the Saints, and she'll be checking in probably for Croc next. That's usually the rotation that Coach Casarino uses. That's tipped defensively, that's why it's not a backcourt. And Kuma with a good catch down in the paint. They'll kick it out. Long, 2-point shot. No. Rebound off from the fingertips of McGinnis, and Stetson will pick up the foul. That's only the 2nd foul on the team here in the second half. And it is Croc coming out and Labrie coming in for CSJ. And they'll face an open court, no pressure in the backcourt. And this is Brianna Gunn to Garrow to the bucket, got it. And it's now gone to a 29-point CSJ lead. Martin with the grab and fires it to the middle of the floor into Stetson. There's the cut and a little bit tall. Right idea. Martin had gone to the hole and they're trying to get her on the cut. Stetson just acts all disgusted in it, and I don't blame her. To go on a road trip like this with just 5 players at today's expense in the economy, it's got to be frustrating. The Saints been playing, well, they started the year off with 7 players, down to 6 now. And they've had a low number of prices. Crunch. Stetson up, got her own rebound, and got it. Stetson saying and one, got hit on the arm, and she can't buy a call today. Anyways, Garrow getting traveled that time. She was trying to give the ball off to Howard coming in from the right side, and took that extra step, and it'll be a turnover. And there's Howard with the steal, got it. Yeah, and Casarino telling Howard to pull back now. 64-33. Second half score, and it's going to take a major collapse for the Saints to lose this, as they are going to secure their first win of the year, and we're going to have a timeout taken by CSJ, up 64-33. So let me just check the floor real quick here. It's obviously Gunn's got the ball, so it's Gunn, Paquette, Garrow, Labrie going to launch it up there. No, a little bit off this time, and Howard, Paquette. That's the 5 on the floor for Coach Casarino, as they're in a position here they haven't been in very often this year. They're leading in the ball game. Actually, this is the first time they've been in a position where they're dominating, leading in the ball game. And Labrie for a two-pointer will get it. He likes to stand on those elbows and take that 3 shot out there. As Martin will get it to Stetson. I don't know. I think the big story here tonight is this could be the game that saves Coach Passerino's job. And of course, I'm only joking. They needed a win, and they're going to get it here. Here's Garrow to Paquette. Stop short off the window, and we'll get it. And Long just getting up off the floor right now, but it's getting Paquette with the bucket.
Hands up, 32.
And we're just a little bit below the 12-minute left to play mark. Foul-wise, it's 2 team fouls on Paul Smith College, just 1 on CSJ. Stetson looking for McGinnis, and it's going to be over the top of her head now, out of bounds. Holly Crock coming in 23 for the Fighting Saints. And I believe, yeah, Paquette will sit down now, as that's the rotation. Only the 1 sub to work with. Okay, it's Paul Smith College, all 5 playing every minute of the ball game. Labrie open. Nope, going to rim out on her. Garrow kept it alive, and I believe Garrow touched it last. Yeah, it will go off from Brittany Garrow out of bounds. Got the men's game coming up at a later date on Channel 15. Paul Smith College, the Bobcats taking on the CSJ Fighting Saints in the Saints men program. And the numbers crunch also lost Evan Yobs to an ankle injury for a while, and Kuma followed it up, and I believe, yeah, Howard will pick up the foul. 2 shots coming up for Kuma, and I believe, yeah, this will be the first free throws of the second half, and that took all the way up to 9 minutes went by. Kuma up and got it. She'll bank it in for the bucket. And she gets set on the second shot, and that time McGinnis on the putback will get it. Tell you, McGinnis has done some damage on the inside today for the Bobcats. 68-36, Fighting Saints. Gunn all the way, no. Nice job of ducking inside defense, and again, McGinnis has to have double digits in rebounds, seriously, for Paul Smith College. I think she's got a double-double. I think she's got double digits in scoring, double digits in rebounds. She really has been a bright spot out here for Paul Smith College. That'll go off from her hands out of bounds. A lot of that, too, could be fatigued right now as they have played 30 straight minutes of basketball. No break as far as substitutions coming in for Paul Smith College. Brianna Gunn doing a nice job of running the offense, and Labrie left open, and that's her spot. Not going to happen this time. Stetson will get the rebound, and she'll slow it down, let the traffic pass by. She'll come back to the middle of the floor and cross the timeline between the circles and work it to the right elbow. Spins off the screen from the free throw line. McGinnis, no good. Kuma tipped it, couldn't quite control it, and Garrow will come out of the pack with it. And Garrow likes those sidelines, stays over on that side and brings it off. Croc ducked out of the way of the pass and picked up by Martin with it. She's got a 1-on-2. Martin's going to take and challenge. Oh, Gunn will come over and slap the ball way out of bounds. Yeah, I never got a chance to ask Coach. Gunn's got that wrap on her left thumb, left wrist area, but it hasn't really affected her player shooting. Okay, they're going to bring the shot clock up to 25 seconds. So good job by the officials there. Stetson looking for a foul, looks at the official, and the official says they're all ball as Garrow behind the defense will give it out, and no. Croc took the shot, and here comes McGinnis out of the pack, and McGinnis with the 4 fouls. Got to be careful not to pick up an offensive foul here, and then Gunn will get called for the foul as she came across the top of the hand, slapped the ball away, and that'll be Brianna Gunn picking up, I believe her first foul. Let's see here.
Number 32, Rachel Paquette.
Paquette coming in the ball. I'm sorry, it's 2 on Gunn. Howard will sit down now, Amanda Howard. And it's going to be Martin coming down along the baseline, take the ball out of bounds for Paul Smith College. McGinnis got it. Nice job just stepping up. Nobody came out to challenge the shot, and she just squared up and fired it and cuts the lead down to 68-38. So Gunn with 2 fouls. Garrow, the only Saint with 3 fouls, and she's got the basketball right now. And they look to the bench. They'll get the call of the play, and Paquette trying to push it inside. Labrie will chase down the loose basketball. Still 11 on the shot clock, and Paquette will be short in the rebound on that side by Megan Long. And she'll lose her bounce, and a timeout taken by Paul Smith College. They'll keep possession. We'll have it on the baseline when they come back. With 9:05 to go in the basketball game, 68-38, CSJ with the lead. And so Paul Smith College taking that timeout. Not only to get organized, but also let them get kind of a little bit of a break to refresh their battery and get hydrated. And Stetson will hand the ball off to Kuma, and she's going to put it up, and almost able to pull off a set shot, hook shot type deal. And Paquette looking around, finds Gunn. She was behind her all the time. Brianna Gunn now from the top of the arc will let it fly. 3-pointer, no. Got a couple in the ball game tonight. And McGinnis with yet another rebound. Like I said, I don't have a stat in front of me, but she's got to be double digits in rebounds. McGinnis does for Paul Smith College. And that bounce pass went right between the legs of Gunn and right to the target. It's going to come all the way back to McGinnis. Gunn will tip it away, and she'll slow it down. Oh, she had a chance to accelerate into the front court and takes the shot inside the arc. No good. And McGinnis with Labrie chasing, trying to avoid that trap on the sideline. We'll throw over the top of it to Stetson, and Stetson. Oh, she slapped her. You can't do that yet. That's a technical foul on Stetson as she. Technical, yeah. And she's actually turned around and slapped Labrie. Yeah. I've never seen that before. And so Labrie will take and get the free throws as she has to have the team come off the court. Yeah. And I'll have Garrow take the shots. Okay. As the officials having a discussion about it right now, because I'm sure they've never been in this position, because they could actually eject the player for that, but that would leave them with just 4 players. Because the way I interpret that, I mean, that was a slap to the, that was a physical slap. That was a flagrant intentional foul. And they could actually eject her from the ball game for that. I don't think they're going to do that, though. No.
Hands up, hands up.
So they're going to allow her to continue to play, and McGinnis will take the ball about 69-38. And she said it scared her coming up from behind. I don't think it was like a vicious, malicious. Obviously, it was very intentional, but I don't think it was done like in a criminal way. I think she actually was starting to come up from behind her. I've never seen nothing like it. I'm trying to explain it, but 7:59 to go in the basketball game. See Kroc look, give the bounce pass down to Howard. Kroc with a good catch, got it with the right hand, secured it, and Labrie will put it up, and nope. Garrow will get the rebound, step to the hole, and there was contact there, no whistle, and McGinnis will spin away from the pressure from Labrie, and Labrie will get back defensively now. It's the Saints looking, look like a zone. And you see Howard almost able to knock the ball away, and she might have actually tipped that. Howard will get the rebound as the shot taken by Stetson. And Brianna Gunn going to be coming back in the ball. They tried to get the ball to Garrow on the baseline, cutting in, and it was tipped around by a couple different players from Paul Smith College. Stetson with the basketball, and everybody staying clear of her now. And that's going to be last touch by CSJ defensively.
Back in for CSJ.
And Gunn in for Kroc. And it'll be Paul Smith College basketball on the baseline with 7:03 to go in the contest. In the long. Up, and going to be Labrie picking up the air ball on the shot. I don't think it was tipped. I think it was just a soft shot, and they want to push the ball now. Gunn quickly down the floor. Gunn to Garrow, handles it, and got it. Brittany Garrow with the bucket, and Brianna Gunn with the assist. As the Saints top the 70-point mark. They're at 71-38. Oh, okay. It's timeout taken by Paul Smith College. Just a couple timeouts left for Paul Smith's College. They might not have to use them when they brought the game clock down to about 6.5 minutes if they called that timeout. And the Saints definitely playing zone defense now. Up and again, McGinnis able to get the job done down inside. Of course, the defender played way too far up top. Paquette up and no. Set on the rim, and McGinnis is going to break out the packs. Numbers aren't there, and she's going to give it up on the elbow to Stetson. She wants to drive to the hole. Foul fake up and got it. Nice job by Stetson. Gunn. Howard with the good hands to make the grab, come out of the pack with it. Give it back to Brianna Gunn. She'll step inside the arc, and this time it's going to be Martin with the rebound. It's Martin being isolated against Howard. See Howard with that good footwork defensively. Shot clock down to 18, and McGinnis squares, fires, no. You see Howard trying to shuffle the pass underneath the defender's arms, and Garrow up and nope. It's Long on the floor, just getting up now, and then Stetson's pass to Martin midcourt, and her pass going to come up to McGinnis, and able to bank it off, and then Howard got there defensively, but 71-44, CSJ with the lead. Garrow and no. And then she'll pick up the foul. Fourth foul on Garrow. A lot of that, I think, was frustration of the last 3 missed bunny shots. She's going hard after the ball and will commit her fourth foul. Not as critical as it has been in the past when she picks up the fourth foul. You would hope up by 71-44. But no lead safe, and a nice grab by Martin. McGinnis had the ball, and Garrow this time will step in front, knock the pass away. It ends up in Paquette's hands, and Garrow chasing it down, got it. Now she liked the right side a lot better being right-handed than that left side. And okay, so they did check on the timeouts from Paul Smith College's bench. They have 1 32nd timeout left in the ball game. And Stetson, oh, that thing was spinning around. Long, nope, she had another chance, got it. Boy, I tell you, I mean, even in a big win like this, 73-46 point spread wise, the Saints have to be concerned about giving up all those second chance points. I mean, even though it's a wide open game and it's a sloppy game, there's little areas you have to work on. Gun up and missed it. Howard got it. Good hustle by Howard. Be down the floor to make sure Gunn got the job done, and it was 75-46. LeBrie got a hand on it, and Garrow trying to break out of the pack with it, and will she dunk it this time? Oh, she'll go to the right side and get the layup. Saints, realistically, could hit the 100-point mark. You see McGinnis look to the sideline, and they're trying to. I was thinking if they got around that 2 minute 50-second mark, they would take their last timeout. Long faked the shot a couple times. Martin, and it's going to be. They're looking. I thought the Saints touched last. They're going to go Saint basketball. So Croc in for LeBrie. Yeah, and coach for Paul Smith College just told them you got 3 minutes left in the ball game. If you need the timeout, go ahead and just call it. And Paul Smith's in that 2-3 zone still. And Paquette will duck inside the defender, and that's going to be fifth foul now on McGinnis. So she was fouled out of the ball game. And 2 shots coming up for Paquette. And so we have no subs to bring in. They're going to be playing 5-on-4 for 3 minutes. And I'll tell you, McGinnis actually played very well. So I don't have a stat, but just doing the math in my head, she had to have a double digits in rebounds and in points. And like I said, Saints really have to be concerned about the second chance points they gave up in the ball game. You know, they've got that big lead, but they're always looking for an area to work on after ball game. Paquette, no, that'll bounce out on her. And Stetson now slows it down. Will hand the ball off to Martin. It's Just 4 players out there for Paul Smith College, and a foul will be called on the Saints. Gunn just picked up her 3rd foul. Well, maybe we'll be playing round 4 here in a little bit like a hockey game. Labrie started to the scorer's table and went back and sat down. Oh, that's pretty smart, yeah. What the head coach for Paul Smith College pulled his people off the blocks to rebounding and said, go down and get in position defensively, and then he said, it saves you from having to run down if they miss. So he's trying to conserve as much energy as possible. Remember, they've only had 5 players, so they played the entire ball game. 78-47 CSJ. You know, it might become a problem playing against an unconventional defense like he's playing a 2-2 defense back, because you're not used to seeing that as an offensive team. You really have no scheme to play against a 2-2 defense. Martin, a little bit long and strong. See, she had enough strength to pump that shot up there. It's Kroc. Brought it into the front court, and we'll give it off to Gunn. And her pass will be picked off by Kuma, so that's twice now since they've only had 4 players that have been able to come up with defensive steals. Paul Smith College in the green, and they'll toss it away. They're looking, even if Kuma had gone to that spot, the pass was too tall. Yeah, so Labrie will come in, and I'm waiting to see. It's Gunn coming out of the ballgame. Okay. The clock will restart now at 2:02 left in the basketball game. And Labrie with Gunn out. Looks like Labrie will bring the ball up and set the play up as Garrow. Passed up the shot. Will bring it back to Paquette. Garrow, and they'll work the shot clock down inside of 15 seconds. Howard can't pass it up. No. Paquette able to battle Kuma for it. And it goes off from Kuma out of bounds, and they'll stay with CSJ. They'll get a new shot clock at 30 seconds. Howard stepping it up and got it. 3-pointer for Howard. It goes 81-47 CSJ. And I'll tell you what, it'll be a tired bunch from Paul Smith College when they finish this contest. Because all except Kuma getting another bucket. And liked it, celebrated it. All except for McGinnis, who fouled out. The other 4 players will play all 40 minutes. As Labrie will answer that basket with her own bucket. 83-49 CSJ. Going to get their first win of the year as we are at 1 minute to go in the basketball game. That's long distance, and Martin, no. Had a second chance, couldn't get it. And Stetson blocked by Howard. You can hear the ball this time, and that'll be tipped out of bounds by Stetson, and it'll be CSJ basketball. So Kroc glances at the clock. There's only 43 seconds left, and shot clock and game clock about 14 seconds apart right now. Labrie, nope, got her own rebound off the missed shot, and will save the ball along that inline. She wants to come all the way back around and get to the top, and that's going to be a foul on Martin. So Martin will pick up the foul. That'll be the 6th team foul, and that will stop the clock at 26.9 seconds. Paquette with the touch. The clock will start, and we'll go inside to Howard, and she got fouled by Kuma, and that should be shots. So Howard going to the line. Amanda Howard looking for the 84th point for the Saints here tonight. And we'll be a little bit off. It usually takes 3 games for them to equal 83 points. So this has been a big night for CSJ. As they have Howard on the line for the second shot. Will be good. And Stetson. Shot clock is off, obviously, as Martin will bring the ball back to Stetson. And they'll toss it away. Yep. And so the Saints will get a chance for the final possession. And again, you got to admire the effort by both teams playing short-handed and getting all 40 minutes. And Garrow running hook shot goes. The Saints will finish with 86 points, as that's 3, 2, 1. And there you go, 86-49. So congratulations to CSJ as they win their first game of the year. Good effort by both schools. Get out there and support your student athletes.